Uh-oh, we have company. Where are you going? Got him! We're back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and today we are gonna go through two really crazy ways to make a big stack of cash. These two methods for grinding for cash are absolutely the best ways to grind for cash in the game right now. Now, one of them is a well-known method, and the other one is kind of a secret. So today we're gonna blow the lid off of that secret, and I'm gonna go through both of these methods for grinding for cash. Let's do it! Now, let me know in the comments what your best method has been so far for grinding for cash. And somewhere in the video I am going to share a key phrase. Drop that in the comments for your chance to win a 1-month membership to the channel. And the first method we're going to talk about is the Emerald Coast Beach method. So basically what you want to do is set the time to 1700, anywhere between 17 and 20. I would recommend dropping a tent right at the bottom of the beach right here. The closest outpost is over here. It's about a 600-meter run, but you want this to be quick and easy, so having a tent right on the beach is a good call. Now, what I'm using for a weapon right now is the Arzina 300, and that you will find in the high caliber weapon pack. Every croc gets a bullet. Now, the reason you want to change the time to after 1700 is because Bantang and Red Fox drink from 17 to 20, and they will also be on the beach with the crocs that are almost always almost always here. I think I missed that one. Now, female crocs are not going to pay you that well, around $1,000, but when you get a vital shot on a male, you can get paid up and around $1,500 to $1,600 a croc. Bantang also pay really well, and they're pretty slow moving. It's pretty easy to take a pile of them out. And Red Fox are also predators. That was a male level 6, only 1261, but as we shoot more, that is going to go up. Now, while you are grinding for cash on the beach, I would recommend having the night vision binoculars. There's a bunch of Bantang. And the angler night vision scope. Got him. And if you can get a neck shot, then you don't have to wait for a floater, but that's not easy to do when they're running, but I just did it. Oh, gotta be fast, and we just lost a bunch of them. Man, that's okay. Just shoot whatever you can. It's all cash. And you will not run out of animals to shoot while you are running on the beach here. And look at all the Bantang. Now, by using the 300, you will get integrity on crocs, you will get integrity on Bantang, but not Red Fox. And there's a bunch of them. So if you want to shoot the Red Fox and get integrity, you can use the Ranger 243, or you can use weapons like the Zarza 223 or the Zagenvarminter 22250. Man, they're all huddled up there. All right, let's shoot some Bantang. Now, as soon as you start shooting, they're going to start scattering. Males are always going to pay you more than females, and you'll always get paid more for a vital shot than for not getting a vital shot. See, they just don't disappear, and the beach is nice and wide open. Gonna 0 to 300. Got them. And sometimes you just have to take those butt shots. And a little fox. Oh, out of ammo. Got him. Or her. One thing I've gotten pretty good at is pinging off little foxes. Okay, so let's go have a look at what the Bantang are gonna pay us. And then we are gonna move on to elusive method number 2. Look at the hunting pressure. Well, the nice thing about grinding on the beach here is that the zones will come back. You don't have to worry about blowing zones out, which is really nice. Okay, so a female paid us $11.86. Not bad for a female. And too many bullets into this guy, so we didn't get paid full price. $1,087. And look at all the crocs waiting for us to shoot. Holy. I'm hoping I got a vital on this guy. Nope. But you do have to be careful of aggressive crocs, and I always like to put 2 bullets into them. He's not going far. And bloop. More cash. Well, I didn't get a vital on any of the male Bantang, but when you get a vital on them, they will pay you around $1,500 a Bantang. which is pretty great cash. So just continue to run the coast and shoot absolutely everything. And when the time hits 2000, Bantang will stop drinking, and so will Red Fox. And what actually happens is Jav and Rusa deer start to drink. Now, Rusa deer drink from 20 to 0. Now, in today's video, I am going to show you how to set up kind of a mini grind for Rusa deer, because Rusa deer pay crazy well. And it seems to be a fact that no one seems to be talking about. No one seems to know this. Now, by simply setting up on 5 Rusa deer drink zones using 6 tents, and that includes pickup tents, you can set up a crazy grind for cash so that you actually have 2 cash grinds going. And if you're going to include the tent on the beach, that would make 7 tents. 7 tents, 6 tripods, and you will make so much cash. It is ridiculous. And I'm going to show you exactly how to set up. Now, there is one catch. In order to do this grind for Rusa deer, in order to get them to respawn, you probably are going to have to find all of your Rusa deer drink zones. Here is the hotspot map for Rusa deer. These are the only places you're going to find them. They are at the lakes where you see stars on the map. So it would be a very good idea to find all your drink zones so that you do get consistent respawns. And while you are looking for your drink zones, continue shooting to continue making cash. This is how to set up. Now, when you're out here looking for zones, you want to be setting up on zones that have at least 4 deer in them. And the reason for that is you want to be shooting at least 2 deer from every zone, and you never want to leave a zone down to 1 animal or it will never get respawns. So there is absolutely no point on setting up on a zone like this one right here. But while you're passing by, can shoot it. And here it is. And it's gonna pay us $1,640. Holy. That's pretty crazy. Now, this area of the river is the best to set up on just because we are not in the mangroves, but unfortunately my zones are a little too small. Another small zone. Unfortunately, not going to set up on this one either. So I hope your zones along this area have nice big herds in them, unlike mine. And you know what? There is a stag in this zone. We have a stag and several females, and I think I shot a stag out of this zone yesterday, so I am actually going to set up on this zone, this one right here. So to do that, I just put a waypoint on the zone, then I'm going to run in the opposite direction and drop the tent at 230 meters. Now, if the animals are in the zone, dropping the tent will spook them, but when you fast travel to that tent later and they're in their zones, they will not spook. Then we're going to drop a tripod at approximately 175 to 200 meters away from the zone. And you can run backwards if you want. Just want to get to 230, right about there, and drop a tent. Now I'm going to grab tripods. You know what? While we're doing this, I don't need all these weapons. I would rather carry tents and tripods at the same time. That is going to make life way easier. So now I'm going to run up to about 175 meters, and the reason you want the tripod that distance from the zone is you want to be able to run straight into the tripod without spooking the animals, and you want to be within 200 meters so that if you do need to call them, that they will hear your caller. And most callers are good for about 200 meters, and the caller for Rusa deer is the sambar deer caller. So make sure you have the ladder in the direction where you are running so you don't have to find it. You can just run straight to the tripod and jump right up. Now we have spooked them, but they will be right there. Now if they're hiding behind the trees, that collar is definitely going to come in handy. So there we go. That is how I am set up on that one zone right there. Now, tents cost 16,000 in-game dollars. When you do purchase the DLC, I do believe you get one of every variation for free with the DLC, and that is 5 free tents, and the maximum amount of tents you can put down on any map is 16. Okay, so I just came over to this lake, and we just spooked out this nice big zone of Rusa deer. So that zone would have been from right there. So we're going to set up on that zone. In fact, all of these zones have Rusa deer in them, except for this one right here. Oh, and there's a pile of them. Holy, look at that beautiful zone. That is a lot of Rusa deer and a lot of bucks. Okay, so that's the zone right down at the end. This is a perfectly good spot to set up on. And what we're going to do is set up on 2 zones using 2 tents, and they can double as pickup tents. Now, because of where the lake is, I can't have my tripod within calling distance, so in that case, we just won't. And I did spook them with my tent, but when I fast travel in, they will not spook. You only have to drop the tent once. And I shot a Rusa deer as I'm running over to drop a pickup tent. $1,648. That's so crazy. I can't believe what they pay. Every time I pick up a Rusa deer, I'm shocked. It's insane, but it's awesome. It is awesome. Okay, so I've figured out how to perfectly set up on this lake so that you can grind 2 zones. So what I've done is I've put my first tent here to shoot at this zone down here. Now at this zone, there are actually 2 herds and only one of them is there right now, but we do have at least 2 bucks to shoot. And if you can still get another one, you can still shoot a female and that will leave at least 2 animals still in the zone. So you will not break the zone, it will still get respawns. So let's shoot 2. So this is the 308. You want to be shooting with a rifle that you do get integrity with because you will get paid more when you take a vital shot and you pass the harvest check. Now my other stag is kind of blocked in there. It's gonna make it very difficult to shoot him and I can't call and move them because I'm pretty sure we're too far. But I'm gonna grab the sandbar collar and I'm gonna try. So the sandbar collar comes with the Emerald Coast DLC. Here it is right here. And it is good for sandbar, Javan Rusa, and hog deer. And it only weighs half a kilogram. So I'm gonna run out into the water as far as I can because I'm trying to get as close to the deer as possible. Let's see if they hear it. So that's what it sounds like. Definitely very unique. And they're just too far. They can't hear it. You have to be within 200 meters. So we're just gonna have to shoot what we can. Oh, look, there they are right out in front. Thank you. Okay, better shoot them before they move. I'll try and get a female too. I don't think I hit that one, so... ran out of ammo, but it will die. I just don't know if I want to track it. Okay, and then the next thing I did was I dropped a pickup tent, but the reason I have it so far away is so that after we pick up these deer, we can grind this zone. So let's go over there. We'll have to do a little bit of running, but not too much, and go pick up our kills. Okay, here is the first buck, $1,638 with a perfect heart shot. Beautiful. And we did get another vital. And there's the second buck. $1,605 for a level 3. Now, I don't think I'm going to bother tracking down that female. It's just going to take too much time. So once you've picked up your kills and you want to grind this zone, then what you want to do is exit to the main menu and go back in, and the deer should then be there. I can't see from here, so I got to do a little bit of running. And unfortunately, I had to put my tripod a little closer than I would have liked because I just couldn't put it anywhere. Okay, they're not there, of course. Now, usually they will be there, but if they're not there, you can do one of 2 things. You can just go to the next zone and come back later, or you can exit to the main menu again and come back. Now, if you were doing a grind, I would recommend doing the 1-minute trick, but I wouldn't recommend doing it when you're grinding for cash because that costs money and it's not cheap to continually change the time. And we're trying to grind for cash here, so a 1-minute trick is not going to help you make cash. So try to get your animals into their zones another way without doing the 1-minute trick. And if you're not sure what the 1-minute trick is, it's just simply moving the time forward by 1 minute. And what that usually does is bring animals into their zones if they have respawned. Now, what I did was I did exit back to the main menu again and come back, and we do have deer here. So you don't have to wait for them to come back. You can just exit to the main menu and come back and then grind the next zone on the same lake. Pretty cool, right? There's so many Rusa deer around, it's crazy. It's okay, that zone can spook. It's not the zone that we're grinding. So I walked over here so as not to spook them because we're only 130 meters away. Okay, now we're gonna shoot as many as we can as long as we leave 2 in the zone. Okay, here we go. Jeez, I didn't get him. Ah! Need more ammo! Anyway, I did get another bullet into him anyway. Well, I guess we can fast travel back to this tent and run over there. But there you go, that is how you grind 2 different zones on this lake right here. So there actually is another lake, and there are 2 lakes where you can set up to grind Rusa deer. This lake here and this lake right here. And we have another beautiful herd full of bucks. And again, I have my tent at 230 meters and I have my tripod at about 170. So let me show you. We're gonna use the collar within 200 meters this time, and they are coming in. Now they won't come into the call if they're nervous, but any of the deer who are not nervous will start to come into the call. Then shoot as many as you can, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run over there, pick up my kills, and I'm gonna drop a pickup tent. Okay, here's our first Rusa. So because I left the map and came back, maybe I killed a deer and didn't pick it up. I didn't get my consistency, so the cash I made is lower. But after I pick up a couple, that price that I get paid will definitely go up. Here's the next one, 1422, it's going up. All right, did we get that third one? We didn't get a vital, so we're not gonna get paid the big bucks, but we should get paid something. Now, when you don't get a good shot, probably get paid around 1100. Now, getting 3 vital shots at once is a pretty tall order. That is not easy to do. So I'm pretty happy with getting 2 vitals and one we took down with 3 shots. $942 is what we got paid. So considerably less than if we had got a vital. And this is absolutely perfect. So I dropped my pickup tent here and we have another zone right here. And there it is. So you can literally just come into this tent, shoot these deer, fast travel over, pick them up, leave the game, come back. These deer will then appear here, shoot over, and then fast travel back to this tent and go pick them up. And you can grind 2 zones on this lake right here. Set up just like that. And I am going to drop a tripod right here. So set up like this, I am set up on 2 zones on this lake, 2 zones on this lake, 1 zone over here. So that's 5 zones, and that is plenty just to grind for cash. But if you would like to set up on more zones, there are Rusa zones up in through this area right here. And in this area, but that is all the mangroves, and I hate hunting in the mangroves. Not a fan. So that is how you set up to grind for Rusa deer for cash, and that will make you a crazy amount of cash. Even if you kill 2 bucks from each zone with pickup tents, man, you can get through those 2 kills quickly. Go to the next zone, shoot 2 more, and keep doing that until you have a crazy amount of cash. So I hope that helps you to make some serious bank, and if you did enjoy the video, go ahead and splat that like button. And for more videos just like this, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to recommend that you click right here for the craziest melanistics of 2024.